Hi everybody, it's Daryl. Today we're going to make two things. We're going to try to make an elderberry syrup and a lavender honey. Now for the syrup, I thought I'd do a little experimentation based on this week's lecture, as well as, the Wild Mountain Herbs video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an elderberry syrup, but rather than use honey, I'm going to use agave nectar. Organic agave nectar from Wegmans. I'm going to use, as Brian suggests, brandy. In this instance, I'm using Drambuie because it has a bunch of herbs in it, and I thought it would be very good. So I'm going to make the elderberry syrup with a variation. The reason I chose agave is because it has a low glycemic index, and I don't know about its preservative quality, so I figured about 10% of the Drambuie would help keep it, as Brian recommended. And for the lavender honey, I'm being quite simple. I'm just doing as directed. I'm using organic wildflower honey, and it is, of course, from Wegmans, as you see. And I'm using 4 ounces of lavender, or about a cup, rather. So I guess that's 8 ounces. 1/4 of the pint bottle, and just going to fill up with honey. For the elderberries, I'm going to use distilled water to do the elderberries, and let's get started. Okay, so I've placed my elderberries in a saucepan and covered it. They are from Frontier Herbs, and they are organic, and I've added to the elderberries 2 cups of distilled water, and I'm going to bring it to a boil and then reduce the heat and then let it simmer until the liquid volume is reduced by 1/2. So essentially I should have about a cup of liquid. Okay. By the magic of video pause, my elderberries have now reduced to a strong decoction. I'm straining them and pressing them with a spoon. And I'm going to save the berries for later, and I'm going to make muffins out of them. And with the decoction, I'm going to add the agave nectar, which actually 1 cup equals 11.75 ounces. I don't know if you can see that. And to that, I'm going to add my Drambuie, 2 ounces, which works out to be a 1/4 cup. Once the mixture is complete and stirred, I pour it into a sterilized 1-pint mason jar and close quickly so the alcohol does not come off the liquid and helps preserve it. For my herbal honey, I fill a 1-pint mason jar, 1/4 full of Lavandula angustifolia, or lavender flowers, from the MUIH dispensary. And then I fill the jar up to the lines, the lid lines, with wild organic honey. Here it is. Once the honey is poured into my sterilized mason jar, and I use the method of a steamer. You can use an oven on low temperature, but just so you make sure the jars are sterilized, I stir it with my trusty chopstick, and I will continue to stir it on a daily basis for a week, and just like the video, afterwards I will invert the bottle several times a day until 3 weeks has passed, and I will have a beautiful herbal honey, which I will then strain. And here's my final products. Here's my wonderful elderberry syrup. And here is my lavender honey, which again I will continue to stir on a daily basis for 1 week. And then for 2 weeks after, I will keep inverting the bottle to get the herbs to mix and then strain it. Thanks for watching my video, my first attempt. See you all soon. Bye.